Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. I discovered polyphasic sleeping quite by mistake, actually. In 2015, I was living in Seattle, Washington, and I drove home to see my family in Pittsburgh. And before going there, I went to see a friend in Rochester, New York. So I had spent about 5, 6 days on the highways. And when you're sleeping in a rest stop on the busiest interstate in the United States, it's hard to feel safe. And so I would sleep an hour, 2 hours, get up, drive some more. And not to mention, this was during the winter time. And after the trip, I realized that, hey, wait a minute, I'm sleeping a whole lot less. In a typical 24-hour period, I only need like 3, 4 hours of sleep if I sleep this way. And there were a few other occasions in my life where I tended toward polyphasic sleeping. At the beginning of the quarantine, where I was upset and all that, couldn't sleep very long, I tended toward this kind of cycle as well. Now, there's a little bit of a problem, though. Does it work? Yes and no. There's a little bit of a problem. I'll let you pause the video to think what could go wrong. Well, you may have noticed the two times where I did this: a long distance road trip, quarantine, where you're unemployed as well. They don't require you to have a train of thought, right? So if I want to, I'm an artist and I teach at a community college, you can throw all that out the window if you try to do polyphasic, because those things require continuity, trains of thought, right? In a previous life, I worked at a technology startup. Good luck doing any poly. You need like 2 hours for your brain to just mentally boot up to what you're doing, right? And so this is one of those holes I've never heard how to resolve when people talk about polyphasic sleeping. I'd love to resolve it though. The other problem is that depending on your living situation, there might be a routine that you need before you can even get to sleep, right? You might have to change your clothes, right? That's not something I have to worry about if I'm driving or I'm quarantined at home anyway, right? If you're working in even if your office allows you to take naps, there's a little bit of a transition, right? You might have to go to a different place, change your clothes, and before you know it, all the time that you thought you were saving, when it's so. Bottom line is that, yeah, I can sleep a whole lot less on polyphasic, but I've never found a way to actually make good use of the time that I save. So that's something I want to hear addressed. I really do. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.